This past year was pretty much one misadventure after another, and after so many different setbacks, we fell into a bit of a depressive spell, and stopped making time for the things that we used to love to do.
We have been working a lot recently, so we decided to take a last-minute backpacking trip nearby before heading down south to spend the holidays with the family. We spent a week researching the area, physically preparing for a long hike, and planning an epic video.
Unfortunately, but very on brand for us this year, everything fell apart very quickly.
So did you step in a puddle?
I mean, we knew it would be wet, but not quite like this.
Are you okay?
Yep. We still made the most of our day in the National Forest and brought you along with us, so enjoy.
So did you step in a puddle?
We just found the trailhead after a little bit of troubleshooting, and I stepped out of the car and immediately fell into a frozen puddle, so I'm trying out my socks before we head out.
That's what you get for not bringing a second pair of socks.
Well, I did, but these are better, so I want to use these. So far this isn't really turning out to be quite like we expected. It's absolutely gorgeous up here, but the trail is basically a river. So Albert doesn't have waterproof boots. We're gonna go a little bit further and see if it's just this section that's really bad. And if it continues, we might have to turn back and bail on the trail. We knew it would be wet, but not quite like this. On the bright side, I am very excited to get in this warm car.
Yep.
It's so cold. So I think we're gonna head into the nearest town so we can figure out what else there is to do around here. It's going to have some pretty nasty weather in this whole area this weekend. So we really only have today and tomorrow to do some stuff. Otherwise, we might have just gone home and gotten different equipment so we could come back and do this trail, but we can't afford to lose today.
Yeah, I mean, I think this trail's gonna be blocked in after this weekend.
The Dolly Sods wilderness area is an ecological anomaly, a high-elevation wind-swept plain more common to the southeastern coastal region of Canada.
It is a unique environment that cannot be found anywhere else in the Appalachian mountain range.
This land, like many others that possess unique and precious resources, was decimated by exploitation during the 19th and 20th centuries.
The largest recorded tree ever cut in West Virginia was a white oak harvested from this region, which measured nearly as large as a giant sequoia and was likely over 1,000 years old. These open highland plains were used as training grounds during World War II, and live ammunition can still be found littering the landscape.
The sods were designated as protected wilderness in 1975 and has been used as a scientific laboratory for studying landscape scale recovery through natural processes ever since. We just hiked about a mile down this new trail that's much drier than the first one we were on.
Sorry.
But it's just super bitterly cold and extremely windy.
And it's still wet. It's just as wet as the other one.
The sun probably has about 45 minutes left, and we just decided to bail. We're close to home, and I'd much rather sleep in my nice toasty bed than on the wet, frozen ground.
I feel like we gave it an honest try. I mean, we tried twice at 2 different locations. And now my feet are wet and I'm cold.
But we still had a really, really fun day out here, and I'm glad we came. If you're ever in West Virginia, you should check out Dolly Sods.
We'll be coming back to complete this.
Maybe.
At some point.